Welcome back to 6 News at 5. Time to take a look at your weather. Starting off with a live look across Temple. It is a gorgeous day out there is no doubt. The only problem that we're running into is we had a couple of really nice days in a row behind that cold front. In fact, even brought a trace of rain to some areas of central Texas on Wednesday. But now, as we start off the new week, we're going to start seeing things warm up once again. In fact, out there right now, 84 degrees currently in Temple. Relative humidity is low, but remember, last week or a couple of weeks ago, we were looking at these numbers in the 17% range. So you can see with those southeast winds, the humidity is on the rise. Not going to cause us too many issues today, but as we head towards tomorrow morning, the potential for a little bit of morning fog. So make sure you factor that in to your commute tomorrow. Elsewhere across the area, 87 in Cameron, getting dangerously close to 90 degrees here in the end of October. 86 right now in Hearn, 84 right now from Waco to Gatesville, Hamilton, and Meridian. 87 right now up in Comanche. As we head through the night tonight, because of that little bit of added humidity, going to see the 50s come off the board for most of us, and we will stay primarily in the 60s as you start off your Tuesday morning. So keep in mind with that and with that little bit of humidity we're dealing with, could deal with a little bit of morning fog there. Warm up continues tomorrow, back into the upper 80s for basically everybody, and a few areas getting even closer to those 90s that we were getting very close to today. So you can see, yes, it is possible in the end of October for us to hit the 90s. And in fact, by the time we get to Wednesday, which should be, by the way, the warmest day of the week, yes, we are looking at potentially hitting 90 here from Waco to Temple, and other areas getting potentially a little bit warmer than that. Look at the spread here from our normals for this time of the year. We should be around 77, 78. You can see those numbers running above 10 degrees above average, and that is very warm for this time of the year. So let's take a look at why. So one thing we've been talking about La Nina all year. Notice we have these trough systems. We have these systems that should be bringing us rain, but look where they're staying. They're staying way north. That is indicative of a La Nina system. So what are we left with in the south? Well, we're left with a building ridge of high pressure, and as it continues to build through Wednesday, I just showed you this, probably the warmest day of the week here. And then as we head into the weekend, you're going to see that ridge break down a little bit, and because of that, we will see temperatures come down a little bit. We're not going to get back to average or back to normal, but we'll get things back into the mid 80s as we head through the weekend. And then as we head towards next week, we are watching a potential pattern change that could bring us some cooler weather, maybe a chance for some rain as we head towards the middle and end of next week. But for the next 7 days, this is what we got. We got upper 80s, we got 90 for Wednesday, and then that little bit of a breakdown does get us back into the mid and upper 80s as we head into the weekend. Of course, you can get your 7-day forecast from me at 5, 6, and 10. But as a reminder, you can get it anytime you want on our 6 Plus platform on Roku, Apple TV, and your Fire Stick.